Hello, everybody. Time to do our daily stream check. Make sure everything is running smooth. Looks okay there. What about YouTube? Let us find out. YouTube Shorts looks good. YouTube main looks good. Okay, we're all good to go then. Cool. So, let me just hit record real quick as well. So, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody is well. Like usual, I'm just gonna yap to myself for a little bit. Oh, feeling really tired today for some reason. Um, I mean, I slept a little less than usual, but yeah, otherwise, don't really know why I'm tired. So, today I was planning for us to do a little bit of research on our niche. I figured we can look at some of our competitors' ads, maybe some of our competitors' landing pages, see if we can find ones that are doing well, come up with some kind of strategy, just have some files prepared on what we should go off of and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's that. Otherwise, I have to do something first, which I won't be able to show. So I guess I could take a little bit of that time to just chat a little. And I have to set up my automations to start running. I know you're probably sick of it at this point. We've probably spent like 4 or 5 streams just working on those automations. But I actually have to like start running them. So I need to sort out my spreadsheets, make sure that they're funneling the emails into our email campaign so that we can start on Monday. I can just click a button and have it go. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, can't really show that. I mean, I guess I could pull up make.com while it's running, but while I'm doing the organization in the background, I can't really do that because I don't want to leak anybody's email. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to hope that it can do 200 emails at a time. Really hope it can, because that's what I'm going to go with. If it can't, it's going to be disappointing. Maybe I shouldn't risk it. The thing is, I don't know how long it's going to take, because make times out after 45 minutes. So I want to make sure I don't give it too much stuff to process. If each lead takes about a minute, which I don't know how long it actually does, but if each one takes about a minute, then I can only get through 45. So maybe I should just bite the bullet and just do 30 pages, since I have 3,000 emails from LinkedIn. And then we have like 300-ish from Google. So that should last us for a decent bit. Obviously, I'm going to keep getting them from Google. The thing is, I used up all of the credits I could use from LinkedIn. I used up the entire sales navigator, and because I don't really want to pay for it right now since we're kind of low on funds, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue using the Google Maps one, because the Google Maps one is free, and I have another hour or so of operations left on Phantom. So that's going to be nice. Phantom is something we might pay for if we need to, but it shouldn't be super expensive to get more operation hours. So it should be all good. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just making 30 spreadsheets in my Google Maps. So, sorry, my Google Sheets spreadsheet, so that I could funnel the leads into, I'm going to break them up manually. And then I'm going to duplicate. I want to see how many scenarios I can have in make.com running at the same time. And I'm going to duplicate probably 30 and have the 30 running simultaneously. All with a different sheet. That's the plan. Almost there. Sometimes it glitches when I create a lot of sheets. It's stuck a little bit for some reason. Okay, there is 30. Lovely. So now let's go back to number 1. Pull up our leads and then do 100 at a time. So what I did as well is I did 6 scrapes on LinkedIn because I wasn't able to do them on the weekend. So I missed 2 days. Well, technically 1 day, but since the trial starts and ends at different time, I ended up squeezing in another session at the end. So I had 8 available scrapes to do, and I did 6 because of the weekend. So let's do it then. 100 at a time. This is gonna be a little bit disorienting scrolling through this many records, especially because they're grouped kind of weird. That's okay. All right, so why are you stuck? Okay, there's that. Our first 100 into sheet 1. Lovely. Yeah, so this is going to be a little boring. Again, I can't really show this because it has a bunch of sensitive information. They're just going to have to bear with me until I get this added. I hope the CSV is coming through correctly because I can't seem to go outside of why. It's like I can't add any more cells. Weird. Okay. Oh, that should be fine. I really don't think it'll make a big difference. Company ID and stuff we're not going to need, so it's fine. Okay, I'm going to add headers to each of the sheets as well. So we're going to need their headers. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good day. My day is fine. Nothing too special. Little bit of stress here and there, but that's to be expected. But otherwise it's okay. Also, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a little tired today for some reason, like more so than usual. I've been having a lot of nightmares recently. Don't really know what that's about. And they're all quite strange. I'm not bothered to remember them. So that's not super useful. Can't analyze them or anything. So every time it happens, I'm just like, whatever, you know, forget about it. This shouldn't take too long. And once we get this running, we're going to start doing the research. I mean, not like the research is going to be that much more interesting. I feel like I say that every time. It's like every time I mention just how unbelievably boring this is to do and probably to watch. But that's because there's nothing interesting happening. I mean, there's a reason people prefer to watch shit like gaming. You know, big flashing lights, lots of movement happening on screen makes way more sense than watching something like this. Okay, now let's see here. Now we go to 101. Oh man, I'm not gonna have to do this. Okay, actually that doesn't take too long. Just 200. Okay. And then 201. 300. Gonna have to do this for 3,000. So just 27 more times. Great. Thank God for shortcuts. Would be a pain to do this manually. Well, more manually than I'm doing now. I can just use Control Shift and the arrow keys to grab the records I need. So it's quite handy. Actually, is there a lot of sensitive information here? It's kind of so like messed up that maybe it's actually fine if I show this. I'll just make these even smaller so you can't read anything from it. Let's see. Well, the last one. Okay, the last volume is a problem. All right, never mind then. Maybe I could just have it slightly off screen. Could do that actually. Might be able to do that. Not, I won't be able to do that on the desktop though. So whatever. Look, you'll make do. Why are some of these links not activated? Okay, never mind. They're fine. Okay. So 501. Oopsie, oopsie. Oh, Jesus. Okay, don't want that to happen. Went a little too far. Kept holding control by accident. $600. There it is. 600. Maybe I can just make these smaller. Make that a bit easier. God damn it. 600. $700. Even if we get a couple of duplicates in here, it's fine because they don't get added if they're duplicates. And I don't waste credits with any of the email searching stuff, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, almost a third of the way there. I really hope this ends up working in the end because I haven't been able to test it on mass. On mass, how you say that? So I don't know if the system is going to function properly. I mean, it functioned well for the small amount of records that we used to test, but you know, sometimes shit breaks that you don't expect. Maybe the ChatGPT module is going to start hallucinating halfway through. Who knows? That'd be unfortunate. Won't have any way really to review that because there's 3,000 records. Won't be able to see if it's coming up with anything weird. Although we did spend a good amount of time training it, literally a few hours worth of training. So surely it works fine. It'd be a shame if it doesn't. There's sheet 11. I also wonder how many emails we're actually going to get out of this, because just because we have 3,000 records does not mean we will get 3,000 emails. Actually, it means we will definitely not get 3,000 emails. Or I would expect to get somewhere around 1,500, which including follow-ups is going to last quite a while because we're only going to be sending probably about 100 or so messages a day. Not sure, somewhere around there. So wonder how long it's even going to last us. So I'm going to have to do a new scrape almost every day probably. I don't know how long it's going to last with the follow-ups. It's like each campaign has 6 messages sent. So for 1,500, I guess it's 1,500. I can actually calculate 1,500 times 6. It's going to be 9,000 emails in total. We can only send 20 days a month. So 9,000 emails. If we send 100 a day, it's going to be 90 days. But we can only send on the weekends. So fucking brain. Come on. How many weekends are in 90 days? There's 8, 32. So about 120 days. So shit, actually, maybe it's not gonna be so bad. Actually, maybe it's gonna last quite a while. You're telling me that this is gonna last up until the end of my ability to do this before I run out of money? That's kind of scary because that means if I don't start seeing results, I'm gonna start panicking. That would be very unfortunate. That's actually, it really just puts into perspective how little time I have. 90 days is not a lot of time. Oh boy, especially because this is already day 11. So I have even less time. Why is there only one viewer? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad you're here. Are you saying that there should be more viewers? Do you like my rambling? Hold on. Check your name in a second. I don't know how to say that. Mipreet Sharma? I'm really sorry. I probably butchered that. I just found by scrolling. Well, I only started streaming 17 minutes ago. I'm not a huge channel or anything, so you know, any viewers welcome. We have a tightly knit community here. Anybody that does come by, we all have a great time chatting with one another. It's great. It's kind of nice having only a small amount of people. Obviously, it'd be nice to have a lot of people, but whenever there's a small amount of people, I can answer every message. I kind of like that. You have deeper conversations. Makes it more fun. Like, I could ask you about your life, like, what have you been doing today? What do you do in life? What do you do for work? That kind of stuff. It would be hard to ask that if there were hundreds of people. And yeah, I know nothing is happening besides just me rambling here. I kind of sound probably like a senile old man yelling at clouds. But I am doing something in the background here. It's one of those things that I can't show at the moment because it contains a bunch of sensitive information. But I'm gonna be finished doing that in like 10 minutes ish, and then I'll be able to show what I'm doing. So yeah, what do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? Or if you're in school or something, whatever you're doing there. Almost there. Just we're 2/3 of the way there. A CS student, as in CS as in programming language. Or computer science. Is that what CS stands for? Ah, okay. Cool. How's that going? I've always wanted to do programming. I thought that was something I'd be good at. You're a student. What year are you in? Do you like it? Any ideas for the future? What would you like to do for work once you're done? I hope my idea here is even gonna work. Be unfortunate to waste some time doing this. It's not a lot of time, but alas. Okay, just a few hundred more records. Wondering to get a job. You're wondering what job to get? Do you have any ideas? You can build Android apps. That's cool. Have you built any apps? If you have, what's your favorite app you built? What does it do? Is it working? What's working? Newbie Smurf. I've seen you around before. You've been here before. I remember you because you have a very unique name. What's working? Oh, are you talking to each other? I'm third wheeling here. I thought it was something about the something about the stream. Sharp memory, damn. I have a decent memory. I don't remember what you said, but I remember your name. Hey Anurag, what's up? How you doing, brother? Welcome. Uh I'm about to start doing interesting stuff on the screen. Don't worry, I'm just getting some boring stuff out of the way first. Cool, that's all the records. Perfect. Okay. All of these have been submitted. I should make a note of that because I might lose that if I ever use this again. Info. Scrape 1 to 6 duplicates removed have already all been added to Google Sheet. I spread the records across 30 tabs in Google Workbook. Cool. So that's that. Now I need to figure out how to connect everything. So this should be saved. I should be able to leave that now. And now we must go into make. So I need to see how much I can. One sec, let me show you all. I need to see how many scenarios I can have on my plan. There. I actually wanted to give myself a little bit of room above my head for clips and stuff. It's not a lot. It's better than nothing, I guess. Because I wanted to be able to put text there, because before it was kind of shitty having to put it on the other screen, but whatever. Here we go. Oops. Didn't mean to move that. There we go. Here. Okay, cool. So, let me see. Do a little bit of research real quick. Make.com pricing. Oh, I am on VPN. Everything good? Live back? Are we back? We're so back? accidentally left my VPN on. I was worried that that might be making the performance a little worse, although it seemed fine when I was running it. I don't know. I wonder if it makes a difference that I'm streaming from this country as to who it shows to. Probably to some degree. Okay, core plan, unlimited active scenarios. Perfect. Okay, unlimited active scenarios. Nice. So what we're gonna do then is I'm going to move this over for just a second. And we're gonna set up a bunch of these. Okay, it's all good. You can see this. I think I didn't do a good look at it, but we want to duplicate the shit out of this. Scraper 1, B. Maybe I should name them something like 1, 1. Open you. Wonder how long this is gonna take. 1, 2. Oops. Keep doing that by accident. Okay, 1-1, 1-2. Now I have to do this 30 times. Copy. Ah, shit. I didn't even duplicate the states. God damn it. So you're actually the old one. You're our original one. All of the states should be fine for you. So let me try that again. Can I rename without going into it? No. Dang it. Okay. Scraper 1, clone, yes. -2. Hello, how you doing? Hey, Grimmy, I'm doing all good. How are you? How's life? God damn it. Why do I keep... I have such a strong habit of just saving every single time I do anything. Every time I go on any platform, Control S, Control S, Control S. It's great to hear. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What are you up to? Getting right into the personal questions. What do you do for work? Spill it all. What's your address? Isn't that a good habit? Is it? I mean, I guess it's not a horrible habit. While streaming, it might be a little bit of a problem occasionally because I might Control S and then like leak my IP address or something if I have it in like a text note. I mean, obviously I don't, but it could be bad. You're from the moon. How's the moon? What's interesting over there? How high can you jump? You got some strong Wi-Fi then. Better than Earth. Yeah, honestly, in its current condition, you might be right. Yo, sorry I'm late. Hey, Balor. How you doing, brother? Welcome. All good. You're not that late. How was school? Did you go to school? Is it Friday? I lose track of time sometimes. The people are better here. There's more people. Or do you mean the aliens? Are there aliens there? You know what? Do you ever think that there might be aliens on the moon? Like, we've never, like, dug into the moon. You think there's anything interesting in there? Could be. What if it's like the Death Star? There's actually, like, shit inside. Nah, rain hit hard. No school because we got flooded. That's crazy. Where do you live again? Are you the one in Southeast Asia? You guys have fucking horrible weather over there. Haven't found anything interesting yet. Well, keep digging. You'll find something. So what's life like for you? You in school? You in work? You in college? What you doing? I saw a movie where the Nazis made a moon base in the dark spot of the moon. That'd be pretty cool. Imagine fucking space Nazis. Yeah, you, Grimmy. Just so everybody's not super confused, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so the chats are like, I'm not hallucinating. Just got back from church. How was church? I didn't know you go to church. You Christian? Well, church is a Christian place. They don't call it church in other religions. I do freelancing for work at the moment. Ah, cool. Nice. How's that going? Pretty much the same thing as me, then. I guess you could call this freelancing. Clone. Yes. Great. Now we need to make 30 of these. Maybe I won't even get time to go through the research if I'm going to be making 30 of these fucking things. Inbound lead automate. Okay, lead scraper automations. Yeah, I guess I could keep them in the same thing. That's fine. Let's go in okie dokie. What kind of freelancing you do? Just out of curiosity. I hope I'm not getting too personal. What website is this? This is make.com. It's a low-code builder which lets you make a bunch of cool automations, connect different apps together. It's really sick. Okay, so I got a question for you. Are you waiting for clients to find you, or are you looking for clients? I'm looking for clients. If I wait for them to find me, I'm going to die. I'm going to go broke. I actually did a little bit of math to determine out of all of the leads that we have 3,000 emails. Well, 3,000 profiles, and I expect to get about 1,500 emails, and including follow-ups, that will take us past the 90-day mark, which is how long I have, which is a little concerning, because it's like, depending on how many emails we get from all of these profiles, you know, if we're not getting good results, that's going to be concerning. I'm going to have to figure out something else to do on top of it. You in Ireland? Not right now. No. I did live in Ireland for a long time. Why are you asking? Does it say anything about that? Because I started the stream with a VPN on. The thing is, I'm so used to Ireland because that's where I'm from that I got a VPN and I just kind of always stay in Ireland on the VPN because I'm so used to the internet there. I'm an artist, to be honest. That was the reason for reaching out. Sorry in advance I didn't like that. Would you be open to hearing? I might be able to help you. Thing is, I don't think I'm the right target audience for you because I don't really care that much if the streams grow. I'm doing this as kind of like documentation sort of thing. If anybody comes by, I'm okay with that, but I'm just like, I don't need to do any art for the stream or anything. I'm sure your art is beautiful. But yeah, I just don't think I'm the right target audience for you. You'd be wasting your time. I also have very little money, just so you know. I'm broke as hell. This is why I'm doing this. I have 90 days to make money, or I'm going to have to go back to living with my parents. So I got no money to spend on anything but something that's going to get me clients. We're in the same boat. Oh, really? How's that going for you? Did you also move out, drop everything, quit your job to pursue your dreams? Because that's what I'm doing. Oh, sucks. I did find some small scale business. What do you mean? I feel like that's missing context. Shucks. I haven't seen somebody use the word shucks in a long time. I was getting engaged, but I lost my job, so things delayed and getting worse day by day. Just hoping for the best. Yeah, I mean, look, obviously I don't want this to sound like some kind of plug. I don't know how much you know about marketing or anything like that, but if it would help you out, I made a stream about building this entire system, which helps us reach out to a bunch of people to, you know, cold email them and ask them if they need certain things. I don't know if this LinkedIn one would be that good for you, because I guess your demographic would probably be mostly content creators. But I'm not sure. It might still work. There's one for Google as well, which is free in case you don't have a LinkedIn account. Maybe one of those would help you out, because that's what I'm building for myself. I built the system so that I could use it to reach out to people to try and get customers. So I just thought I'd mention it. it's a pretty cheap way to get a lot of emails sent out at once. It's not completely free. Like, you can do it for free, but it'll take way longer if you do it for free. Yeah, I can feel you. I built one that is almost free, and then one which was a little more expensive, but it's fine. Are you near finishing your project? Yeah, so with this project, so I'm just preparing for Monday. I want to start putting all of my leads into my email campaign. So I'm just duplicating all of these things. I need to make 30 of these, and then we're just going to run them in the background. I just hope it works. And while we're doing that, we're going to do some research on landscapers. We'll go through trying to look at some competitors' ads, some competitor landing pages, save down some information so we could be a little more prepared for when we start getting clients. So that's the idea. Although I'm not sure how long this is going to take. So I mean, I've already been doing it for 30 minutes. So I built this cool automation a while ago, which I was actually originally intending on selling, but I didn't. I didn't finish it, but it was pretty cool. It was basically an auto caller. I think there's like a lot more of those now. When I made it, this was a completely new concept. I had the idea of making an auto responder because I read a study that showed that if you respond to people reaching out to you within 60 seconds, you're 391% more likely to make the sale. So I thought that that was really interesting, and I built an AI bot that can take phone calls so that when you fill out a form, you get a phone call basically instantly from an AI bot that sounds human and takes down some of your information, books you in for a call with the sales team. And it also follows up with you if you don't book. So if you don't pick up the call, it calls you a couple days later at a specified time. If you don't pick up again, it calls you again. If you do pick up, it also sends you emails. If you do pick up and you don't get booked, you say you're not interested, it takes you off the list. And if you do book in, then it also stops reaching out to you, and that goes on. It was created with a specific strategy, which was detailed in some of the research I found, which is meant to increase your odds of closing the deal as well. So that was a really cool thing. I didn't end up finishing it. I was nearly finished, but yeah, I might come back to that. I mean, like I said, it's more common now. There's some companies providing that now. Although I think mine is a little different because mine continues to follow up. I don't think other people's does that. So that was my original idea for something I was going to sell. The first project that I made before I started doing Facebook ads. I was going to do AI automation marketing. So yeah, I know this is pretty fucking boring, but it's gotta be done. I have 13 more of these to make. Which business? You gotta be a little more specific, brother. I don't know what that means. Are you asking what the name of my business is, or what? Not sure. Yeah, that bot is cool. Like I said, it wasn't fully done. I actually think no, I did make a copy of it. I was a little worried that I lost access to it. I made it with something called Bland AI. And I was a little worried that I lost it because I changed my phone number, and the only way that you can log into Bland AI is with a phone number. So I thought I lost it, but I made a copy of it. So luckily, don't think I lost it. I haven't checked. Again, it hasn't been my priority. I've been prioritizing on this because I don't have much time left. Like you can see, it's day 11. I got 90 days. So, but you made a bot. So I made a basically using make.com, bland AI, and some other workflows, I made a bot that can follow up with people to their phone numbers after they um, reach out to you. If they don't pick up the phone, they keep following up at certain periods of time to try and get the person to book a call. And it was an AI bot, and it sounded very human. It would sound really good. Um, it was cool. Maybe I'll show you. I might have some like blueprints of it left over somewhere. I could show you kind of how it worked. Um, if that's something that you think it is interesting and something you'd want to see. I thought it was really cool. I was really proud of it, especially because it was something new. Hey, I approached you again. What's up? How are you, man? What do you mean approached me again? Are you the guy that didn't answer? No, you're not. Are you? I can't remember. Balor probably remembers better than I do. So almost there. 6 more. Then we're gonna go through each one of them, update the Google Sheets module to the correct sheet. And then we're gonna start running them, see if it starts populating our campaigns correctly. Any ideas for making a website? Not sure what you mean by that. A website for me? A website for you? What specifically are you looking for? More context, please. CLG. What is CLG? You're using a bunch of acronyms when I'm not in your industry. What is CLG? Did you encounter any problems today? No, literally the first part of the stream was just me going through my Google Sheets modules and splitting up the big list of 3,000 profiles that I had scraped, splitting them into individual sheets in Google Sheets. So didn't really do anything super interesting. CLG. Cock-loving gays, maybe. Unlikely, though. I got so many clips from yesterday's stream. I have so many videos to post now. I edited all of them this morning. That's what I did this morning. I actually forgot to go over that. Usually I go through what I did for the business since that I did for the business off stream. So something I did was I spent all morning this morning editing. I took all of the clips from my streams that I had markers for. Probably some moments I've missed here and there. That's fine. I'm starting to keep track of it better now. I should actually make a document for today's stream as well. 25/7 stream. So, including the miners part. Yeah, that was the one that was posted today. Saw you left a comment on that. Yeah, so I have a bunch of videos to post. I have like 15 or something, 16, something like that. So I was thinking of increasing the amount of times I post every day to like 2 or 3. Because I imagine I'm probably going to be getting a lot more content now since I'm streaming a lot of what I do. But I'm not sure. I also don't know if I want all of my content to just be stream clips, because I know that like on Instagram and TikTok, those don't perform super well usually. Unless you're very well known, which I'm not. So nobody really gives a fuck about me. Some of them are funny though. Maybe people will watch it. Thing is, a lot of those clips usually have the funny bit at the end. And the issue with Instagram and TikTok is you want to have a really good, interesting hook. So if you don't have an interesting hook, nobody's gonna stay. So having the funny part at the end can kind of kill your performance. Hey man, don't try to burn yourself out. Sure, you need to be hardworking, but not overdrive to the point you don't have enough energy for tomorrow. I don't believe in burnout. Genuinely, I think it's a scam. People tell other people to make themselves feel better about their lives and the fact that they don't work as hard. I work pretty much all day, every day, and I'm good. I love that. Sometimes I sleep an extra hour, but that's about it. I never feel like genuinely tired to the point of like distress. I like work. I find it fun. I also don't really have much of a choice. It's like, say I do take the extra breaks and I fail in my goals. What's gonna happen? My life is ruined, pretty much. I'd have to go back to a career I don't like. I'd have to go back living with my parents, which is embarrassing. I'm 23. I don't want to do that. I don't know if I'd be able to live with my girlfriend still. So there's just a lot of problems. Like my life would really go downhill. So I really got to make this work. So I really don't have time to be tired. So I literally can't. I don't have time for burnout. Atriox, the leader of the banished. Very random. Who is that? You're making me want... You know what? This better not be something horrible. That sounds like something from like Dark Souls or something. Halo Infinite. Halo really fell off, huh? Ever since they got taken over by that other publisher. I forgot what their name is, but it's like really shit, and they kind of destroyed the game. I've never played Halo. I'm just going off of stuff I heard. He's a mean looking dude. Gorilla looking ass with armor. Alright. Alright, just take care of yourself, bro. Yeah, I'm trying. Don't worry. But yeah, like I really don't have much of a choice. So look, I'm a firm believer that things can't affect you if you don't believe in them. So if I just don't believe in burnout, if I don't think it exists, I cannot be burned out. You know what I mean? If I don't believe it exists, how can it affect me? It can't. So I just prefer to believe it doesn't exist. That was an unrelated fact. Yes. I feel sorry. No, brother, post more. The more unrelated facts you have, the more we have to talk about. We don't get too many messages around these parts. At least not yet. Maybe we will. Actually, I remember when I was reading into which platform to stream on before I ended up deciding on both at the same time. Actually, I'm doing all three. I'm doing YouTube Shorts as well. You know what? Anybody who's on Shorts, if you want to do me a really big favor, I'd love it if you switched to the horizontal stream, because those hours count towards the partnership thing. Don't have to do it. Just thought I'd ask. Anyway, so yeah, I do all three. I do horizontal on YouTube, vertical on YouTube, and Twitch. But when I started, where was I going with this point? Yeah, when I started, I came across some people comparing the two. They said that Twitch chat is a lot more active, which, you know, makes sense when you're a bigger streamer. But it seems like YouTube is doing fine. Like the last couple of days, been a good few people around here, been talking a lot, bantering well. Twitch, almost nobody ever shows up. Anybody who ever shows up from Twitch is a bot or someone trying to sell you something. Every time. The discoverability on Twitch seems horrible. The discoverability on YouTube Shorts, however, seems pretty good. What's the benefit of the video live stream compared to Shorts? Well, the benefit for me is that it doesn't benefit anybody else if they don't want to watch it. I mean, I guess you get a little bit more of a view. I think that's a little more interesting, but that's besides the point. It's more of a benefit for me because you know that partner. So to be partnered on YouTube, you need 4,000 hours watched in a year, and the YouTube Shorts hours don't count. So if you watch on the horizontal stream, all of the watch hours count towards the partner goal. So that's why. Hey Vlad, how you doing, brother? What's good? So let's go into these. I'm gonna take this off screen for just a second. I want to see if anything's gonna be leaked if I click on this. I need to remove the limit as well. I need to make sure I do that. No limit. Kushal, what's up? Oh damn. Yeah. It's kind of disappointing. I wish they included the shorts as part of it, but for shorts, it only counts as views, unfortunately. I'm good. Great. Happy to hear that you're good. What are you about? Are you new here? I can't remember if I saw your name before. I kind of vaguely feel like I have. Maybe not. But yeah, what's your deal? What do you do for work? Are you in work? Are you in school, college? What you doing? Okay, I'm here on videos. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Lovely man. Got client? Not yet. Are you just gonna keep coming into these every day asking if I got a client? Well, technically I do have a client, actually. I made this agreement with somebody the other day that I'm gonna work for them for free. And if we get if we get better goals than what they're getting now, that I'll get a percentage of sales above the threshold. And in exchange, they're also gonna leave me a review if they're happy. We're gonna use it as a case study, and I also got permission to show the work on stream. So I got a client potential, to be honest. What do you mean by that? I don't want to say. That's fine. You want to share one of your hobbies or something instead? You don't have to share that. What can you share? The size of your length of your urethra, maybe? Am I pushing too far? Be careful then, bro. Company in Ireland. Okay. Play football. Ah, football. Nice. What kind? American or soccer? A company in Ireland. But for what? I feel like I'm missing context for that. Soccer. Ah, cool. I never got too into soccer. Football. Yeah, I also call it football. It's just there's American sometimes, so I'm used to it. A company in Ireland, landscaping. Like as in, you know somebody who's a landscaper in Ireland? I was always more of a basketball dude. I like basketball. I knew how to dunk. It was a good time. I like to play it in my spare time. Let me see this. So if I click on this, scrape 1, P1, AC doesn't need a filter. Okay, I can show this. It's okay. Let me bring this back. I just spotted them while looking at Google Maps, then did some research and a small scale. No, I don't know them. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Are you gonna start reaching out to them? You gonna sell some kind of service? Do you have a service to sell? All right, so now we're gonna have to go in each of these. Yes, save. We're gonna have to go in each of these and change the Google Sheets module. No, I'm shy. Yeah. You want to sell your service, make some money? No, I'm shy. Can't reach out to anybody. Don't want to talk to human beings. I want to just sit in my room all alone. It's good. Save that. Why do you say that you need to save changes when I already saved your changes? Whatever. Bug. Whoa. I just got like super deja vu. Holy shit. Bro, I swear I just got mega deja vu. Like I looked over here and with the questions on screen and the chats on screen and I feel like I've experienced this exact same thing before. That was weird. Okay. Do you play games on your PC? I don't really anymore. I really like video games, but I just really don't have time nowadays because I'm busy with trying to make the business work so I can eat, so I don't lose my house. It's pretty important. I do really like video games though. I really wish, I've always wanted to be a video game streamer. That's like a dream of mine. I thought that that's something I'd be good at. Quite good at games. I'm also fairly decent at talking to people. Like my communication skills are fine. I can kind of talk to myself. It sounds more like a sad skill than a good one, but alas, yeah, good at talking to self. I'd be great signing up for like a psychiatric hospital or something. They would accept my CV immediately if I were to try and get a role as one of the mentally ill people. Got to focus on the grind. Yes, precisely. This is true. Don't have much of a choice. Don't have much other time. What about you? Do you play games? If so, what do you play? That goes for everybody. I'd like to hear people's favorite games. I'm more into roguelites. I really like roguelites. One of my favorite games when I was a kid was Binding of Isaac. What do I like nowadays? What would I play if I could play something? I don't even know anymore, to be honest. Genuinely don't even know. If I had all the time in the world, what would I play? Is there something? I'd probably have to look around at the catalogs. There's some games I wanted to play. You know what I'm actually really waiting for? I've been waiting for Silksong to come out in so fucking long. Hollow Knight is, at least currently, my favorite game of all time. I fucking love Hollow Knight. GTA. Never got behind GTA. I tried it, but I just get bored super fast. I think GTA is a game that you really need to play with friends. I think if you don't play GTA with friends, then it's not that good. But I can imagine if you play with friends, it's fine. But I just get super bored. Like I do the missions, like yeah, whatever. Almost every mission is pretty much just talk to guy, bring something somewhere else, drive car, shoot people, talk to someone else, mission complete, other mission, drive to other mission, talk to more people, shootout happens. Like it's just the same thing over and over. So I get kind of bored. But I imagine it's probably fun with friends. I know that there's like those role-playing lobbies and stuff that some people do. That seems fun. Like a role-playing lobby where you have your own different characters you're acting out. That seems fun. That seems like a good time. But I don't have friends that are into games. So unlucky, I guess. I'd rather play with friends. I really like Minecraft too. I always like once in a while, once every few months, I get this itch to play Minecraft for a little bit. I usually play RPG games. What kind? I don't know too many. The only RPGs I really know are like Final Fantasy. Have a server. Oh, you have a server. Are you hosting like your own server that you play with friends on? Oh, Minecraft. Is that are you self-hosting that? Whenever I would play with friends, I usually play on, what was it called? I think it was something starting with an A. Can't remember. Can't remember. It was a good one anyway. No, okay. Is it one of the paid ones or is it a free one? Since you're doing business, you probably should play business games. You good at PvP? PvP in Minecraft? Today, no. Back in the day, I used to be fucking cracked. I was really good at it. I remember I was actually in a Bayesian Canadian video before. I was 12. I was fucking ripping ass in Hunger Games. My friend and I would win literally almost every single game of Hunger Games we played on the main servers. We would always come like top 3. We were really, really fucking good. But nowadays, with all this, a lot has changed since. And there's like fucking veterans in it now, so it's probably not so much anymore. People have been playing a lot longer than I have. Business games. Business is kind of a game. Nobody wants to play with me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why do you have a server then? If nobody's playing with you. Do you not have friends that play games, or you're like me? No friends to play with? No, none of your friends like games. That's the boat I'm in. Yeah, I mean, business is a game. It really is just a game. You know, you build a bunch of systems, kind of like Factorio. Build a bunch of systems, uh, get shit to work, and start getting experience points. Your money is your experience points, I guess. You know, you level up through society, start meeting cooler people, start being able to afford new things. It's kind of like a business. You were in a Minecraft video? Yeah, one from a really long time ago, from a very famous Minecraft YouTuber called Bayesian Canadian, ages ago, when I was like 13, 14-ish. I said 12, but I think it was more like 13, 14 now that I think about it. But yeah, I was. I used to stream games and play games for a little bit when I was younger. I had another YouTube channel where I did like weird challenges and stuff. I posted like 8 videos or something, and I just did 15, right? I'm gonna double check. I did weird challenge videos and stuff. I posted like 15, 20 videos or something, got to like 250 subscribers. I had a video which had like 40,000 views on YouTube, a long form video. That was cool. I still have that. Like the channel still exists. It's just all the videos are private. What does your system do? Who is it helpful for, and price? So this system is for me. I mean, I might sell this eventually. This helps you send between 100 and 1,000 emails a day, depending on how much money you want to spend. You can do almost like really cheap, like €100 a month. You can send probably around 200 to 300 messages a day. It scrapes profiles from LinkedIn, and then based off that, it finds email addresses of the CEOs, of the decision makers you want to talk to, and it sends emails to them. You set up an email campaign that gets sent automatically. But the thing I'm actually doing in my business is I set up entire sales funnels for people. I'm still debating on price. Right now it's 5,000 one-time fee for 30 days of service and the entire sales funnel, which is estimated to bring in approximately 200 grand worth of value a year. And in terms of like literal monetary value, it would bring in, if you sell a $2,000 product to like 5 clients a month, which is pretty reasonable, that's like a low end estimate, it'll bring you in at least 120,000 a year. And because it's only a one-time fee, you keep the system for life. So that's what I do. I sell that for primarily landscapers, but if anybody else comes around, I'd sell it to them too if it made sense for their business. So that's a little bit of background for that. I'm a gamer. Oh, what do you game? What do you play? Can't believe I just said, what do you game, unironically. My brain had a little malfunction there. Bro, yeah, business is like a game, but a game where the difficulty set to hardcore, a chain of mistakes, 2 to 4 mistakes, you're cooked. Yeah, there's no reset button in real life, and when you die, you die. If you fail in real life, you are cooked. There is no respawn point. This is true. I gotta pray that this shit works. I haven't gotten to test the bottom part of the funnel yet. So it should work. I mean, worst case scenario, those were leads we were gonna lose anyway. So it should be fine. I fucking wasn't paying attention again. God of War, MK1. Not sure what MK1 is. Wukong and Spider-Man on my channel. Ah, cool. We're gonna start a business, my bro. What business do you want to do? God of War is a fucking great franchise. I really love God of War games. Especially the newest one. Well, not Ragnarok. Yeah, well, I liked that one too. I really liked God of War 4 and Ragnarok. Those are really good games. The story was just beautiful. Love that. Have you guys ever played Before Your Eyes, I think it was called? What a fucking beautiful game. If you haven't, I highly, highly recommend it. It's like I think it's the only game that made me cry. It's unbelievably touching. Incredible story. Might be easier to just open these like this. That way I know I'm not gonna fucking miss them. Yeah, this makes way more sense. Well, anyway, bro, personal question may not answer if you don't want to. You really don't have to say, you don't have to answer every time. Unless you're going to ask me like the radius of my left testicle or something. You really don't need to ask. I'm back. Welcome back, Vlad. We're still on the topic of games, so welcome to join in. Do you have friends? Do you have friends? Really, brother? You think I'm just a fucking loader loser sitting in my basement whacking off while I cry every night, shooting yogurt ropes on the toilet seat? If you do, did you tell him you're leaving and stuff, or did you ask him for help? I talk to my friends still. I have a few very close friends. They know what I'm doing. It's just my family that doesn't. God of War was epic. Yes, I agree. I'm a digital marketer bro, struggling a lot currently. I have a degree in it, but getting clients and closing them and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm a digital marketer as well. This is why I'm building these systems to help me get clients. I have 90 days before I run out of money. So this is day 11. So I'm going to launch this system on Monday to try and get clients. So that's the goal there. I mean, if you want, we could maybe collaborate in some way, help each other out, if that's something you'd be down for. I could always use people that are like-minded to create like a nice circle of friends where we all have similar goals, you know? How come you want to start? You said you have a degree. How come you want to start a business and you don't want to go work for a marketing company first and get some experience there? Don't you think that would help? Yeah, bro, sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's the same name as here. You should be able to find me pretty easily. We could talk a bit, you know, share some experiences. I think it'd be nice. I'm not gonna decline, you know, being able to talk to somebody who's on the same path as me, or similar at least. Ah, shit, did I messed it up? Hey, Tail Scout, what's up, bro? How's life? What do you do? We're playing, we're not playing shit. We're doing really boring business shit. We're talking about games, though. So, you're welcome to join into the conversation. Everybody here seems to love video games, which is awesome. We can play in some days, maybe, but I gotta make money first. So I can't be thinking about games right now. I will spend way too much time on it, and I don't have a lot of time before I run out of money. So I did internship at job, bro, but I'm more interested in starting my own business. How long did you work for the company? It'd be great to I mean, honestly, I think we could definitely make a collaboration, especially if you have that kind of experience. I could help us get clients. You could help do some of the work. We could have like some kind of revenue split. Might be able to help each other out. Mortal Kombat. Ah, okay. I was never into fighting games, mainly because I always sucked ass. Um, yeah, God of War is amazing. My favorite too. It's pretty good. It's the same name as here. Literally, if you just look up my YouTube name and Instagram, you should find me. You can find basically the story of my whole life because my name is so weird if you look up my name on Google, you'll just find every piece of information out there about who I am. We're almost there. Taking a while, but almost there. You seem to have a like-minded perspective. Yeah, that's why I think it'd be cool to have a conversation. So yeah, shoot me a DM. I'm broke, so I can't download Minecraft, brother. Like I know you're like 14 or 15, one of those. You really can't afford like what was it like $20 or something? Hope you success. Thank you. I appreciate that. You being here is helping. So I appreciate you being here, having somebody to talk to. I have to go. All good, brother. I hope to see you around again. Hope you have a wonderful day. I worked for a year, bro. Ah, nice. And how was that? I mean, I imagine, since you're saying you want to start your own business, I imagine you didn't really like working for them. Is that why you quit? Just wanted to do something else, got bored? Thanks. Yeah. Hope to see you around. I'm 11, bro. Also, my wife hit me hard, slow as up. 11? You said you're in high school. Isn't high school from like 14? Are you like a mega genius or something? Money jobs really less where I'm from. The work was too much, and I think I had a lot of knowledge that was not put into practice. Yeah, I feel you. I get that. Where are you from? No, bro, in Malaysia, high school's 11. All right. Maybe some of the topics of conversations we have here are a little too mature for you. That makes me even more surprised you're watching something like this instead of some dude playing games or what else do kids watch nowadays? Like fucking Skibidi Toilet or something. I don't know. I don't keep up with any of it. Mumbai, India. You know, I get a lot of Indians around here on stream. I wonder why. Not like I don't hate you guys or anything. I'm just like I make only English speaking content. Yet I don't think I have met a person yet here who's from an English speaking country since I've been doing this, which I think is really interesting. Okay, finito. Now it's time to turn these puppies on and see if they work. Probably because of the population. Yeah, you guys do have a big population. I remember I heard a thing where you guys didn't do like you didn't do the census that you were supposed to do like 6 years ago or something, and they're undertaking the task of doing a census this year or next year or one of those. I remember I saw a thing where they were saying that scientists made some kind of critical error in um, doing like an estimate of the average population of the world, and they think that they underestimated it by like 30 or 40%, and that they think the actual population of the human race is like 12 billion or something. Wouldn't surprise me because I imagine a country like India where there's so many people, and then in places like India, in the Middle East, some places in Europe which are filled with gypsies. There's so many people that are born that are not put into the system, so that would greatly exaggerate the amount of the population as well. No, this is genuinely interesting, bro. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I can't like. Why don't you watch like Mr. Beast or something? Isn't that what you kids are into? Yeah, bro, got a lot of bad things going on in politics. Ain't that the truth everywhere, brother? Ain't that the truth? I feel like that's a story of everywhere. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get some water because I just ran out. I am back. Ugh. Nice chair, thank you. It is a nice chair. It's what was it called again? A steel case Leap version 2, I think. No, bro, to be honest, the reason I'm watching this is because this just has a different vibe and energy. Also, I think I'm too full of brain rot. Yeah, I get you. You know what? You kind of remind me of myself when I was younger. When I was like 11 or 12, my number one favorite YouTuber was a guy named Northern Lion. Not sure if people here have heard of him. He's fairly big now. I think he's like around 1 million subs on YouTube. Gets a lot of views on stream. I really liked that guy though. I was watching him way before he got as big as he is now. I really liked his content, and it was really like he had a more intellectual humor. He wasn't just being loud and stuff, which is what I was kind of used to. Um, but I really liked the way that he made jokes and such. He taught me a lot of English as well. Some of my accent is likely because of him. So in a sense, I guess you might be kind of similar. I'm not to the same extent as that guy when it comes to like linguistic ability, but maybe it's kind of similar. Anyway, that's that. So now I want to see if this works. So let's do one first. See how it goes. On. Scenario was activated. Why is nothing happening? Oh, every 15 minutes. No, 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 no. Oh, we want this going off now. Uh, on demand. Scenario scheduled but not active. Would you like to activate? Run. All right. So I'm gonna see if this works first, and if it works, I'll turn on all the rest. You testing out your system? Yeah. Well, the system works. I don't know if the bottom of the funnel works because I haven't had a record go through there yet. But I'm wondering if it's gonna break on a bigger scale, and if it's gonna finish 100 records in time. Where are you from? I'm originally from Lithuania. I spent most of my life in Ireland, and now I live in Spain. Maybe doing 30 was overkill. So we should expect in and around 50% of the emails to go through. Did I select? Oh man, I really hope I selected any mail. I think I did. Let me take a look at the others because these are all duplicates. I think I did. I really hope I did. Any emails? Fuck! Ugh! Son of a bitch. Stop you. God damn it. Fuck. It was meant to be use all found emails. Fuck. Ah. Now I have to go in and change all of these. No. No. Why? Where are you from, bro? Check my previous chat, bro. Which previous chat? I just answered where I'm from, no? I knew it. Yes, we are testing. God freaking damn it. It was meant to use all emails found. Son of a bitch. Now I have to go through all of these again and change it. Lots of tabs. You all emails. Here we go again. Well, we're waiting for the other thing to load anyway. That's why I set up this whole bottom section of the funnel. So I hope it actually works properly. It should. So if success is true and it's not equal to valid and email exists, it goes through there, which verifies if it exists. So should work. Bro, can I ask you something a little bit too personally? Wouldn't mind me asking. Based on the background you showed in your previous short about back pain, which short about back pain? Did I make a short about back pain? I can't remember. Oh, that one. Using Google Maps. You're in Andalusia. No. Well, am I? Is that where that's called? I'm in the south of Spain. I think it might be somewhere around Andalusia, maybe. Yeah, I'm not hiding it. I know that people can find me pretty easily. It's fine. This isn't gonna be my long-term stay, like place to stay anyway. Once I make like, by the time I have enough people as part of the audience, to the point where it become like stalking becomes a problem, then I'll probably have enough money to move. And from then, I will be more careful with where I am. How are you doing? 23. Okay, I think it might have been a bit overkill to make 30. Seems like they're pumping through pretty easily. Okay, we had one go through. Okay, cool. I'll check that afterwards. I can't check it now because it might leak some information. So we had one go through at least, and it failed verification. I'll see how much that's actually going to even save me. Don't worry, bro. I'm not a stalker. Yeah, I'm just talking in general. Like, I know that I'm not taking my security super carefully. Like, I know that it's easy to find where I stay. So I'm just explaining why. Because I don't really care because I'm not big, you know? Don't think it makes sense for me to care right now. Because I don't plan on staying here for the rest of my life. Yeah. Yep. Metal Clone, where'd you go? Did you dip out? I guess I'm actually gonna have to go into all of these individually anyway to change the on-demand thing. That's fine. I might not actually have enough time to do research. I'm probably gonna have to relabel the stream into just into something else. Gonna have 3,000 emails in our campaign. Well, no, it'll be like 1,000 something. It's a lot. It is a lot. You know, maybe I should split up my campaigns. Maybe I should put like a few hundred emails into each just in case I want to change it at some point. Shit, did I skip that one? Hey, what does your system do? So my system is taking information from a Google Sheet. I'll probably check it again anyway. It takes information from a Google Sheet where I have a bunch of LinkedIn profiles that I scraped using a program called Phantom Buster. This then formats the name because some of the names have like emojis and stuff, and I need like a full proper formatted name to push into this software, which is any mail finder, which uses either domain or company name plus the full name of the person I want to reach out to, and tries to find their email address. If it succeeds, goes to here, which crafts personalized messages to send via email, and then adds it to my email campaign software. If it doesn't succeed, it goes to here, which does a second verification to check if maybe it is actually a valid email. If it's not, it doesn't go through. If it is, it goes through, personalized message, gets added to email campaign. So that's how that works. Hoping to do some business together, bro. Yeah, we'll see. If it makes sense, it makes sense. I have no idea if the system is going to work and we're actually going to get a lot of clients. I'm really hoping it will work. Because I don't really know what else I can do. Start calling them, start reaching out manually. It's gotta work though. It's gotta work. Then at that point, it's just making sure I have good enough sales skills. And when you say Chad, do you mean on Instagram? Did you message me there? Maybe that's what you meant. How are my analytics doing? I wonder how well these clips are gonna do. This clip did all right. Why is it getting so few views though? The watch time is great, 120%, 40% stayed to watch. Alas. Wait, quick question. You're gonna use your system on Gmail, right? What if you get a lawsuit or copyrighted? What do you mean? That's not how that works. Calling always has a better conversion rate than email. This is true, but this is why we're going to be sending hundreds of emails a day. You know, volume overrides that. So if it's not overriding it, if it's not working, I'm going to start calling. So no, the system can't be copyrighted, and it's not going to send using Gmail. The email software, email campaign software, it has its own thing which it sends from. It's a perfectly legal and compliant software. Thank you for joining the horizontal stream, by the way. I appreciate that. It helps me out more when you're on here. I just did this one, right? All right. Yep. I don't know why I'm even doing this at this point, because I'm gonna have to go back in and change the Google Sheets thing anyway. Yeah, at least it'll be something additional that I've done. Yeah, I think I might not even get to do the research. It's taking goddamn forever. Holy. Hour 30. Damn. What kind of clients are you sending mails to? Also, what will you provide to the clients once they're closed? So I'm sending emails to... Did I do that one? I don't know. Sending emails to landscapers. So anybody doing any form of landscaping, whether it's tree removal or 45. Whether it's tree removal or something similar, like lawn care, planting, hardscaping, stuff like that. And what we're going to provide is a fully done for you sales funnel, which is going to be, we're going to run Facebook ads to bring their clients to a landing page. The landing page will have either a video sales letter or it's going to be optimized to sell whatever they're selling. And then we're going to have people be able to reach out to us, preferably to book in with is book into their calendar. Anybody that doesn't book into their calendar, we will have an email nurture system with I think it was at least 6 emails to be spread over a few weeks to try and get them to book. So I was going to spend some time today doing research on it, on like competitors' ads, competitors' landing pages, try to figure out what emails we will send, stuff like that. But it seems like this is going to take up the whole stream. So welcome back, Vlad. How are you, brother? Probably still good, I imagine, unless you just got given some absolutely horrendous news like you're going to lose your pinky toe or something. That's unlikely. $18 emails out of 47 profiles. Not great. Ideally, we want it to be around 50%. Got it, bro. I'm doing kind of the same thing. Cool. How does yours differ? What experience do you have? Do you have experience in Facebook ads, Google ads? What do you have experience in? I was planning on expanding to Google ads. So if you knew some Google ads, that would be handy. Maybe if we worked together, we could run 2 different offers at the same time. Is it just giving up? Like, is it timing out or is it just not finding it? I don't know how much time it's being given to run. Does it have a timer? Let me check one of the others. Nope. It's determining that on its own. Okay, so let me just check if this is how this works. If I do this, and I need to click here, you on demand, okay, not yet, you're good, exit you, on. You're gonna start running? No, I'm gonna have to go into it manually. That's okay. I'll see first how well this first one does, and then we'll go do the rest and activate the rest of them. I've experience in meta ads and social media marketing, but as I said earlier, I had a degree in digital marketing, so I'm well familiar with how to launch Google Ads campaigns. Okay, cool. So that might be handy. So what we could do if we end up working together is it'd be faster for us to come up with like a second offer we could do. And you could work on the Google Ads thing. We could set up a system like this on your end for Google Ads. Although it's not free, it's like €100, I think, a month for this. It's not that bad. For the amount of stuff that it lets you do. And yeah, if we set that up, or actually what we could do instead of spending €100, you could set up something like this. We could just buy extra emails and you could pay for the extra emails, like €5 for an extra email. We'd be able to send out even more messages faster. And we can do a second email campaign with Google Ads offers. That might be a good idea. I'm thinking if I should add all of these emails into the same campaign, or if I should, because I know you can A/B test. Can you A/B test the follow-ups as well? Surely. Should be able to. Let me open instantly. Yeah, you can do A/B test on that. I'm just wondering, like, is there a reason to do something like that? Can you easily move leads to different campaigns? Move. Yes, you can. Okay, so I could select some if I wanted to. Okay, cool. I wonder how many of these emails are actually good. Really hope that they are good. Uh, any mail finder result codes. Just want to take a look at these real quick. Y'all should message each other so you guys could communicate more easily. Yeah, I asked them to send me a Instagram DM. How much would be for buying emails I can scrape manually too if you like? This is just so much faster. It would be that we'd buy extra domains if needed, like extra email addresses or maybe extra domains. I think it's recommended to have 3 email addresses per domain. So we would get a similar domain to the current business domain with like an extra word in it or something. So for example, my business is named Serpicorp. So we would do something like tryserpicorp.com and then create 3 email addresses for it. And we'd warm up that email stuff as well. I think it's like $5 per email or per domain. Or maybe it's like $10 per domain, 5 per email, something like that. I spent like €100 on the actual membership because you needed to have access to their API. And then I think I spent another 15 to 25 for the domain and emails. I'll see how this works out first, though. Might work out super well. Okay, so far, Never Bounce seems fucking useless. Hey guys, don't rush though. It might blow up everything. It might be unstable. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. Thing about business is, you know, as long as you keep the momentum, you're gonna do fine. I really hope that the system is working right though. I think I'll do a little bit of like maybe there's some way to verify some of the emails or something. I think that this can reply with valid or not valid. I don't know why it's not telling me. Find a person's email. Email status. Okay, valid, email is deliverable and verified. Risky, the email may exist, but verification is inconclusive. Not found, no email could be found for this person. This email is blacklisted or blocked. Okay, that's okay then. So we're taking any risky emails pretty much and putting them into never bounce to make sure that they're actually shit emails. So it should be working. We should have around 31 people right now, little under 50% hit rate, which is disappointing. Hey, I'm Car. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. We're watching the numbers go brr. Watching the numbers go up until it hits 100. Once it hits 100, we're going to know that our system is working fine. I'm going to check if we got all of the leads in our emails. Some of the email domains are really weird. They're like something dash something. So I want to see if maybe that's their business website as well if they have one. Yeah, that's something I should check out. That's a good way to verify if it's an actual domain. Won't work for all of them, of course, but I'm gonna just listen to you while doing my math assignment. Sure, go for it. As long as I don't distract you too much. You do your homework, bro. It's important. What are you trying to build? A an automated outreach system. Okay, this is actually a website. Okay, so I guess they just have dashes in their website. Super gay. I hate dashes, but alas. So, we are building an automated outreach system. What the hell? Didn't you say hi? What happened to your hi email, your hi message? Where did it go? What are you trying to build? Yeah, automated outreach system. So what this does is we scrape leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator, put them into Google Sheets. This takes Google Sheets, formats the name to make sure that it's just name and surname and doesn't have any emojis in it or anything. Gets passed through into any mail finder, which finds the emails of that decision maker. If the email is valid, this ChatGPT module, which we tested for fucking hours, creates a personalized outreach message. If it's not valid, it goes to never bounce, which just does a second validity check just to make sure that it's not valid. And if it's still not valid, it doesn't go through. If it is valid, it gets a personalized message. It goes to our instantly email campaign software. Let me take a look at how well the personalized messages are working. Because I'm a little worried some of it was not working well, because some of it was still giving me /n/n, which it shouldn't be. Okay, you're good. No /n. You're good. You're good. Okay, I don't see any /n/n. That's good. Let's look at some of these. Hey, Matt, saw you've got a solid background in highway maintenance project management, so figured I'd reach out. Guess that's fine. Hey, Steve, saw you're running this company with the focus on property care and maintenance around this area, so figured I'd reach out. Hey, liked how you brought your landscaping journey full circle from working with your dad to starting your own business, so figured I'd reach out. Saw you've grown your business into a one-stop shop for landscaping groundsworks across this area, so I figured I'd reach out. Cool. So these personalized messages look like they're doing well. Hey, I saw your company has been handling both landscaping and plant hire around this area for years, so I figured I'd reach out. Cool. We're gonna A/B test those. Hope it does well. Vlad said hi. Hello, Vlad. Have you tested the system yet? What system? The system is currently being tested. This is our test. Amkar, you're deleting your messages. That's what you're doing. I saw that. I saw it vanish from the corner of my eye. I think this is the most views a stream of mine has had. 175 so far. Nice. I'd really love to get to, at some point, to like 100 concurrent viewers. How cool would that be? What's your marketing message in every email? So I am A/B testing. One of them has personalization, which is being created by the ChatGPT module, and one of them doesn't. And other than that, my initial outreach message, let me read it out to you. I have 5 follow-ups as well, but I won't read those. Too much reading. But I'll give you my outreach. So the first one is, hey, first name, quick one. Came across your site and spotted something that could help you book more jobs without wasting time on the wrong people. Can I send you a 3-minute video showing how it works? Might change how you think about getting new jobs this month. Catch you soon. My full name, sent from my phone. Are you live on other platforms? Yes. I'm live on YouTube Shorts, YouTube horizontal as well. So you can go there. You could see more of my screen there. And Twitch too. But nobody ever comes on Twitch except bots and people trying to sell you shit. Maybe someday somebody will, but the discoverability sucks. So that's email number 1. And we are testing with... okay, the test is, instead of saying, hey, first name, quick one, it gives a personalized message at the beginning, and then the rest of the email is the same. So I have the personalization as separate from the rest of the email. and the rest of the email is generic. At first, I had like I came across your landscaping company, whatever. I'm a bit afraid of putting that in though because I've noticed that not all of the leads in this list are landscapers. So I thought I'll just let ChatGPT come up with the personalization and mention all the stuff. What the fuck? What happened? That wasn't 45 minutes, was it? What happened? Error. Why? Did it run out of emails or something? It shouldn't have. Advanced log. Why did it fail? What was the error? Sounds good. Yeah. What happened? Instantly failed. Why? Let me take a look at this real quick. Parameters empty. Was not empty. What's empty? Which part? Ah, fuck. I didn't do something in the settings. It's a bug we gotta fix. Email is fine. That is fine. Company name is fine. Personalization is fine. What the fuck happened? Did we run out of like some kind of credits or something that we need? I don't understand. Are you not using something like MailChimp? I just know instantly. So not really any other reason. I know it works for this, so. Okay. So that failed for some reason. Not entirely sure why. It doesn't really explain it. The instantly module failed. Very weird. Very, very weird. Okay. Not a big deal. It was 89. It might be a big deal if we have multiple running at the same time. Unless I have them all open. I could have them all open. So, cool. So we have 33 emails. That's fine. Okay, so what I need to do then is I need to open up my Google Sheet and remove 89 of the emails so that we save time in going through them. Well, look, it doesn't work perfectly. Sometimes shit breaks. That's okay. Shit happens. Maybe it did just run out. No, I don't think it did. 89. So what was the last one that it went through? I can't remember. What was the last one it went through? Let me look at the last one it actually added. Maybe we can start from there. Might make more sense. Okay. Dude is named Michael. This guy? Michael? No. Different Michael. Here we go. I mean, it ran 89 records. So theoretically, should be only 80, 88 that I have to delete. I guess I could do 87. Will I need these again? I might. I don't think so. Maybe I'll just make a new sheet with these other. Yeah. Gonna make a new sheet with the ones that it missed. That's a temporary sheet. So that's okay. Won't be a big deal. There's that. So now I'm gonna change you to sheet 44. Save and run you. Okay. So same thing. Enable JavaScript and cookies to continue. ¿Qué pasa, señor? What do you mean? You know what? I've never gotten a 403 error. I have no idea what that is. Let's go to ChatGPT, see if it could help. I'm running an automation on make.com. I got this error on an instantly module. What does it mean and what should I do to fix it? Let's see if that that does anything. Cloudflare bot protection, blocking your automation request and serving an HTML that says just a moment enable JavaScript. Instantly is protected by Cloudflare, which is detecting your automation request from Make as bot or suspicious behavior. Make can't complete it because it doesn't run JavaScript. Okay, here's a few ways to fix it. Check if you're using a direct browser endpoint. I am. That requires going through browser verification. Use Instantly's official API. I am. You may need to check API. Okay. I'm a first year student. I did my internship. Can I take your inspiration, learn from it? Yeah, go for it. Do whatever you want. This information is for everybody out there, so you can do whatever you wish with it. Yeah, bro, ChatGPT is honestly really helpful. I've been using it since I was in grade 4. I've been using it since you were born. I'm joking. It didn't exist yet. Yeah, it's great. I love using ChatGPT. I would have never understood what that meant. It has a I'm using the API key. I am already using a direct module for instantly and their API key. Instantly's rate limiting or blocking makes IP addresses. Too many requests are sent too quickly. God damn it. What? Yes. Can you believe it? Add a sleep/delay of 2 to 5 seconds between instantly modules in your scenario. Cloudflare may be flagging your traffic for being too fast. Rotate a custom proxy. Contact instantly support. Damn. What is happening? Instant may to instantly JavaScript timeout. For error. That's really strange that that's happening. Hmm. Maybe I can change API keys. That might help go through a different thing. Let's try that. I'm gonna update my API key on it, make a new one. Create API key, make new uh, new connection to make, sources all, create, copy it, Bitwarden, bring your ass. Thank you. It's a God of War wallpaper. Hmm. Instantly v2 API key. Uh, all v2 API key 2. Save. Get rid of you. Go to this mod. Oh, cancel you. Instantly add new connection. Here's my new API key. Connection 2. Save. I'm going to change you to connection 2 as well. Okay, now let's run. You gonna work this time? Is it possible that the API key was just overloaded? That'd be weird. Looks like this is working though. We'll find out. If I run the other scenario and it's getting an error again, I'll probably use the second API key. If I'm correct, you start your stream at 5, right, when you end stream. Well, 5 for you, maybe. I start at 3 CEST. And I usually end at 5. Sometimes I go a little longer. Like, right now, I'd go a little longer. I'll go until dinner's ready. We're not doing anything too interesting anyway, so it's not a lot of brain power. I didn't think this would take so long, but again, it goes back to that adage that everything always takes so much longer than you expect it to. Every time. Every time. Who's making dinner? My girlfriend. Don't know what she's making. Hope it's good. I'm really not that hungry. I don't eat a lot. I'm not a very hungry man. There's another email. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Once this is finished, I'll mark it as complete or something. Can you cook? Yeah, of course. Everybody should know how to cook. I just don't like to make food. Alright, bro, got to go. Catch up later. I haven't sent you follow. I have sent you follow request on IG. Will DM as well. Bye for now. Alright, nice meeting you. Hope to see you around, brother. Have a great day. You know when it's like hot, but you're still a little cold, and you start like cold sweating? I hate that. It's like when you're sick, but when it happens when you're not sick, it sucks. Horrible. Hate that shit. Hmm. Come on. Hurry up. I'm waiting. Damn, this takes forever. Probably gonna do the rest of this off stream. Don't want to just spend all of the streams constantly doing the same shit over and over. Failed again? Why? What is happening? Don't worry, you got it. I'm trying. It's the same thing again. Why? For some reason, when I have a bleeding injury, it's barely an effect and just the same. But when I'm sick, I feel like I've weakened 50%. Yeah. I hate being sick. I'd always rather be injured than sick. Injuries suck. Alright, so you did 11 records this time. Maybe this time it just ran out of records or something. I'm not sure. Genuinely don't know what's happening. Why is that happening? Why? Leads. Who did it try to send? Dude named Lee. True, here's an email. Yeah, it couldn't go through. Yeah, it didn't go through. Okay. Okay, so delete you. There's 3 more profiles to go through. I'll just try run it again. It went through this time. I genuinely don't know what's happening. It's like sometimes it just gets blocked for whatever reason. It's weird because I'm using a direct API. So I really don't understand why that's happening. Strange. Very strange. Hope we're not losing any of the emails. What did you dislike about your job that you took this path? Like, I mean, surely it ain't that boring, right? You think it's not as boring as this? I just don't like being told what to do. It really just is that kind of problem. Like, I don't mind if work is really boring as long as I'm doing it myself. Nobody's telling me what to do. I get to experience it myself. I just I prefer it that way, you know? So that's why. So this was absolutely useless. But at least all of those went through. And out of all of that, we got, out of 100 leads, we got 36 emails. Bit on the low end. Rather have a bit more, but alas. Hey Cirilla, I'm all good. Are you a bot? Let me know. Are you a bot or are you selling design? If you're neither of these, welcome. If you are these, I wish you luck. Okay, well, that's that. So, T1 leads added. Okay. Don't know why it keeps failing. Genuinely don't know. Genuinely do not know. Well, anyway. Let's do number 2 now. 1-2. So I don't need this sheet anymore. Now I need P2. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps breaking. Let me see. I changed API key and it worked for a bit. Then you processes later it broke again. Waited a minute and it worked again. Really don't know what's happening. The emails only get added like every 30 seconds or something. Hey Vivian, how you doing? Welcome. You having a good day? Hey bro, can you advise someone who is still in their first year learning who just did an internship? Did you do an internship in marketing? Digital marketing? Or what did you do? Hey bro, quick question. I hope this doesn't affect your focus, but well, it's not much to focus on really. Um, if you make the system an ad thing, what are you gonna do after? Find clients? Yes. So on Monday we're gonna start sending email campaigns. Yep. Good, you? Yeah, I'm doing great. Again, one of those situations where something took way longer than I expected it to. I was planning to spend most of my time researching, but instead I spent most of the time testing the system, making sure it's getting the emails in. Broke a little bit here and there, fixed a few things here and there. Well, I didn't really fix it. It just kind of, I waited, ran it again, and it worked. So I don't know what's even breaking. But yeah, I was going to just run all of them in the background, but it took so much longer than I expected. Develop engineer. Like an app developer of some sort? Is that what you mean? Because I'm the wrong person to ask then. I mean, internship. Okay, for first year learning who just did an internship. Make sure it's what you want to do in life. That's what I would say. Make sure you're happy with what you're doing. That you find a place where you enjoy the working environment. That it's something that you enjoy doing. Because if you enjoy your work, you'll never work a day in your life. It's really true. I know it's kind of cliche. You've probably heard that before, but it's really true. Enjoying what you do is important. That's what like what happened to me is I went to a place where I thought I was happy, I was doing great for a while, but then I realized it's not what I want, and then I quit, and now I'm in this position. So it'd be better if you just did what you want to do from the beginning. So you're never gonna. It's like you either have to accept that you'll be unhappy and be okay with that, or you should just go for your dreams now while you're young, because you won't have any other opportunity. It gets harder as you get older. You can take risks when you're younger. So that's my advice there. I don't know if that's what you wanted to hear, but that's my advice. Okay, maybe we need to add a couple things here. Maybe it's just a timing issue. So ChatGPT is suggesting that it might be a timing issue, that we're sending too many emails too fast. So what we could do is add a sleep module and an error handler. Um, so hold on, delete that. Add module. Oh shit. Sorry. Um, okay, no such thing. Tools. Hey bro, personal question. I know your number one focus is business and all, but the second thing you focus on, romance. I mean, you have a girlfriend, so do you plan on marrying her if you succeed? Yeah. I mean, it's not like we've talked about it a bunch. Probably we've been together for a long time, like closing in on 6 years now. So yeah, probably. I don't really have any other goals though. I want to start a family at some point soon. So if I get to a point where I have enough money, I don't know what that would be, but if I have enough money and enough stability, I'd like to start having kids. So I guess that's probably next. Make how to add an error handler. Ignore, resume, commit, roll back. Error handling route. This math is hard. Are you good at math? Doesn't sound like it. How's the automation going? It's going fine. There's a little bit of breakage here and there. I think it's like a rate limiting issue where we're sending too many requests to our email platform at once and it's causing it to break. I don't want that to happen very often. So need to find a way to fix that. What is a rollback? If we added a rollback error handler to the updated, the rollback error handler would stop processing the bundle in the scenario, make Wooden to process the remaining bundles. Break, commit, resume. Add a burst limit or else it will break from overloading. What's a burst limit? Is that a module? If we added a resume to update a record, the resume error handler would replace the bundle with the substitute mapping. When the module outputs an error, make would use the substitute bundle instead. Break. Removes the error ring bundle, stores the error message mappings and remaining scenario flow as incomplete executions. Depending on the break error handler settings, make retries the incomplete scenario runs automatically or stores them until you resolve them yourself. Automatic retries most effective for temporary errors. If we added a break error handler, okay, let's see here. Here, just so you can see some of this stuff. If we added a break error handler, would remove the bundle from the scenario flow. The bundle that caused the error doesn't continue through the rest of the scenario. Instead, make creates an incomplete execution to store the error type. Make would then process the remaining bundles in the scenario flow. Think that might be what we want to do. I think the modular error handler. Let's see. Break tools. Where is it? Error break. Where is break? Is it a separate thing? Maybe it's not a module like the way it is. Yeah, maybe it's like a separate thing. Flow control. Yeah. Okay. Automatically complete execution. Heroes might be too much to ask. Is your house an apartment or actually a house? It's a house. And no attempts allowed for the execution to be tried and completed automatically. To fail execution, interval between attempts in minutes. No. Must be a number between one. Okay. Let's give it 1 minute. Number of attempts. Do one as well. Okay, let's see if this helps. Don't know if that's gonna work the way I want it to work, but we'll see. Just need to keep an eye on it. Okay, so let me make sure this is set up. This is set to P2. That is correct. You are set to all emails found. Okay, run. What? What? Storing of incomplete executions to be enabled. Yes. Okay. All right, run. Let's see if that works. Am I being a bit dramatic when I ask you these types of questions when I tell you you don't have to answer? The questions are fine. I think you're being dramatic when you say you don't have to answer. I think that's unnecessary. If I don't want to answer, I'm not going to answer, bro. So out of 100 people, we have 36 emails. So if we get a 36% hit rate on 3,000, we're going to get 1,880 emails, which 1,080 emails with 5 follow-ups, 6 messages in total. So 6,480 emails, which will be sent over. The minimum is going to be 100 a day. Yeah, we're probably going to send, okay, that we're going to send 100 a day. So we're going to send for 65 days almost. But then we can't send on the weekends. So out of the 65 days-ish, there's probably going to be like 16, 17 weekends, something like that. So about 80 days of worth of emails. Okay. So literally, if the amount of emails that's there stays consistent, if we get about 1,080 emails, then this email list will pretty much take us to the end of the 90 days. I did use a calculator. I gave you all the calculator stuff. Can't waste time. Yeah, I mean, we're not really doing much with the time right now anyway. Really hope this works and that I don't need the break module. Hope it just functions well. I wonder what's causing it. Maybe I should add a sleep module. Maybe sometimes it's just finding the emails a bit too easily. And if it passes through like 3 or 4 in rapid succession, maybe it's just breaking. Isn't that? Not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee. I really need to pee. Can't hold it anymore. Be right back. I'm back. Jam, bro, you're a nice person, lol. What did I say that's nice? I said I'm going to pee. Is that nice? Maybe you're referring to what I said earlier. That was a while ago. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. How do people do like 24-hour streams? I'm already fucking tired. Excuse my language. Smiley face. Yes. How do you hit two smiley faces? Like, you know, text is so different from real life. Because, like, sending a few emojis of the same emotion makes sense. Like, you get the meaning of it. But in real life, like, how would that be? It'd be like it's creepy, right? Nobody would fucking do that. You finally have a be right back screen. I've had it the whole time. I just didn't always use it. I have an intermission screen as well. Look at this one. I'm small up here. This big box in the middle is meant for Twitch chat. I don't know how to connect YouTube chat to it. Maybe YouTube chat would make more sense to have. But yeah, that's that. Well, it's not breaking yet. It is not breaking yet, which is nice. We can probably run multiple of these at the same time. Okay, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I cannot run these simultaneously, because if it is an API key problem that it's being overloaded, if I run more than one at a time, what's gonna happen is not gonna work. Okay, one thing broke. That's unfortunate. I need to take a look at this detail. What? It didn't save it. Which operation failed? 13. Number 13 failed. 13 is operation 13 that went through. It is a guy named. Let me take a look at this stuff real quick. Need to save this. Just in case. Don't know how well it's gonna go through. Alright, well, let's see how that works out. If it's gonna try to shove it back in. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to run multiple ones at a time. I hope my ChatGPT API key is still set up to my account so that it's gonna actually use itself. You know, I'm actually gonna take a look at my OpenAI thing to make sure that I have sufficient credits and that it's the correct account that's still set up. API platform. Welcome back. This is my API key thing. Settings. Where's my billing? Credit balance. Auto recharge is on. Credit balance is this. Billing history. July 14th. Last time I was paid. Oh, but that was for ChatGPT. Credit grants. What was that? Huh. Anyway, it's probably working. Hard to see. Okay, yeah, it is working. And auto recharge is on. Okay, good. So it's working correctly. Shouldn't have issues with that. Does that try to run through again? At least this way, when it breaks, I can just, like, it keeps going. That way I can just find the emails that it didn't push through. which I won't always know. Let me take a quick look here. Make sure I can find the dude. This guy probably. Yeah. I should have just done that. Yeah. Just save this one. This way I can remember which ones didn't go through. Which is great. Save you. P2 missed lead. Missed lead 1. Okay. Should be fine. Man, Umkar really does not like to leave his messages there, huh? You just keep deleting all of them. Why? What's the problem, brother? You don't like anything online? You don't like any information about you anywhere being online? What's that about? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to run this in the background over the weekend. I wonder when this break module activates. Does it activate once it's finished running? And I guess I wasn't too far off with 100 leads because it took 26 minutes to get through 100. It took 26 minutes to get through 100. How long is it going to take to do fucking 3,000? 13 hours. Holy shit. All right. Damn. Well, maybe it's about time I finish. Not sure. Don't know if there's anything left to really talk about, and this is kind of boring. I'm just turning on my AC. It's really hot. Well, you're not developing your project. What are you doing? Surely not gaming 24/7. Um, literally all I do every day is work, eat, work out. I should work out more consistently. I miss days sometimes, but work out and sleep. And then I watch YouTube for like an hour or two while I'm eating lunch and dinner. Depends how long it takes. So if I include lunch, dinner, and then whenever I eat fruit, usually about hour and a half to 2 hours of just watching YouTube. Other than that, I just work out, and sleep. So kind of robotic, I guess. Don't have any hobbies. I mean, I do. I just don't have time for them. I spend all of my waking hours where I don't have to do like stuff I have to do, like eating and sleeping, working. So I spend all that time working. I have hobbies, I just can't do them because I'm busy. Maybe once I have some spare time, maybe if I get some money from it. What's the dog bark? Maybe if that happens, then I'll be fine. Let me take a screenshot of this other failed operation. So yeah, I like playing video games. That's probably my other hobby. But yeah, don't get to do it much. Hey, so remember when you showed the Stegosaurus? Yes, I do. So, what's your favorite dinosaur? I don't have a favorite dinosaur. I don't really know anything about dinosaurs. I like that other one that we looked up. Remember this guy? I like this guy. Very funky looking. Has a funny name. If it's even real. I think it is. Yeah. Funky looking dude. What about you? What's your favorite dinosaur? A third one broke? Really, bruv? 20, 27. I wonder how this brake module is going to handle it once those are all over. If I'll have to manually put them in. Hey, Abhishek. Abhishek? How do you say that? It's something every guy enjoys. What, video games? You think everybody likes video games? I've met some people that don't. Some people prefer sports. Some people prefer watching sports. T-Rex, bro. That's such a basic answer. Can't do better than that. Anyway, have you heard of the Basilosaurus? I think I have, actually. Abhishek. Oh, is that how to pronounce that other dude's name? Abhishek. Like that? I'm not gonna remember all of these names, bro. I'll try, but I don't know if I will. You know what I might do? I might just run them simultaneously and just... Well, let's see if this brake module works. If the brake module goes back and tries to put them back in and it works, then glory to our Statska. But if it doesn't, then I don't know if I'm gonna run these. Yep, you got it. All right. What's with you deleting all your messages? Just out of curiosity. I don't mind. I'm just wondering. I wonder if it actually still counts as a chat message sent in the analytics in that case. Or if because it gets deleted it doesn't. I'm not sure. Why are some of these not doing as well? Like the short I posted today has 130% watch time. And the swipe rate is not horrible, it's 44%. So why is it getting so few views? I don't know how the algorithm works. Personal question, you love those. Hey Vlad, welcome back again. Does the stream just keep getting recommended to you, or do you actually just keep coming back to it? Just wondering. You were born in Lithuania, right? So how are you good at speaking English? I moved when I was like 7, and I learned... I was learning English up until that point as well. I watched a lot of American TV, a lot of cartoons. So, and I picked up the language pretty easily when I moved to Ireland. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't develop an Irish accent though. That's always interested me. Probably a lot of media I've watched. Oh, let me see if I'm even in the frame. Yeah. Probably a lot of English media I've watched. That would be the most logical thing. Originally, I'm from Lithuania, but I lived in Ireland since I was 7. So, and then I moved recently. It's 3. Yeah. Probably more interesting to zoom in on something like here. A bit hard to see otherwise. Thought you were American, bro. Yeah, I get that a lot. Everybody thinks I'm American. It's a good trait to have. That nobody expects me to be foreign. People don't trust foreigners as much. My name does give it away, though. My name is not an English name at all. So, where'd you get your mic? I think Amazon. had this mic for a very long time. Like I said, I used to do content when I was a kid, and I got this mic. It's a Rode NT USB. Good mic. I like it. I had a Snowball before that. And yeah, can't remember. I think it was like 190 euro when I bought it. Somewhere around there. But yeah, I've had it for a long time now. I think it sounds pretty good. Especially when you come right up close to it. Has some nice vocals. It's a good mic. Anything breaking? I should probably zoom in over here instead. Less action, but need to be able to see if stuff is breaking. This is also coming to a little bit less than 50%. So it's probably going to be around 1,000-ish emails we're going to get. Damn, that old. How's it still working if you've had it when you were young? I'm not like 55 or anything. This mic is like 7 years old, 6 years old, maybe 6 years old, somewhere around there. So it's not that long. Like I take good care of my microphones. I actually have this case I use to cover it as well, protect it from dust when it's not being used. So I just take good care of it. I take good care of all of my stuff. I have the same kind of thing for my camera too. The camera's even older. It's a Sony A5100. The place I live, 190 euro. You can easily live for 2 months. Good for you, brother. In Ireland, to live, probably need about 2,300 euro. Somewhere around there. For food and rent and bills. Actually, if you include bills, it might be more than that. I was just thinking rent and food. Very expensive. My phone only lasts 2 years. How do you get it alive? Yeah, I had a phone for like 6-7 years. I've had this phone for a few years now. I just take good care of my stuff. I don't like to buy a lot of stuff. I'm not very spendy. So, like, I'm definitely not the kind of guy that if I had $1 million or multi-millions, I'm not going to be buying a bunch of supercars and big houses. I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm going to be like fucking Warren Buffett, just driving a shitty old car and, you know, hanging out, not spending much. I want to be able to see both of these. My phone's been alive for the last 6 years. Yeah, there you go. There's another man. Knows how to watch his stuff. Balur, you were probably dropping your phone all over the place. In the toilet. On the floor. That's probably why your stuff is breaking. So this never bounce thing is useless. I think I wasted like 8 euro, I think it was. It's me as B Badal. What does Badal mean? Is that a word in a different language? Did I just say like the N word in a different language or something? What does that mean? Damn, my phone only lasted 2 years. Skill issue. That's a skill issue. My screen is literally falling. My father checked it. He said it's out of glue. What phone do you have? Maybe you're buying really shitty phones. I mean, honestly, that's not even an excuse. When I had a really shitty phone that I spent like 200 or 300 euro on, I still had that thing for a long time. It still works. I have it as like a second phone that I occasionally use. It still works. That phone is like over 10 years old. Maybe not over 10 years old. Around like 8 to 10 years old. I can probably show it to you. I have it right here. It is kind of cracked though. It's not in optimal condition anymore. That's why I got a new phone, is when I cracked it. Here it is. See the back? Cracked. But it still works. It's out of battery right now though. What phone is this? My phone's 25 euro. Where are you from? You can't get shit like that for 25 euro here. Samsung I got for 3000p. What is P? Said you're from Southeast Asia. What currency is that? From some like random lady on the street. Well, maybe she was the culprit. Maybe she destroyed your phone or something before selling it to you. Maybe it was useless. Sold you like a refurbished phone. India. And what phone do you get for 25 euro? YouTube really loves recommending my stream to India. Well, it's nice to meet all you guys. Our currency. I know it's your currency. What's the full name? Like EU is euro. What is P? Is it just P? I doubt it. Does it stand for piss? Probably not. I really hope this break module works and it actually puts in those emails. That would be really, really, really nice. Because then I'll be able to run all of them simultaneously and I'm not going to have to do this for 13 hours. Well, I wouldn't wait anyway. I would have it running in the background, but I'd have to set a timer for like half an hour to go back, check it every time. So I'd rather not do that. I'd rather it just happen automatically. That's the whole reason I built this shit. But instantly wants to be gay. Pesos. You use pesos there? I thought that was a Mexican thing. Redmi something, I forgot. I don't know it. The only thing I know here is Google phones, Samsung, and Apple. That's all. Well, Huawei as well. I don't know any other phones. Either way, adding the break module seems to at least continue all of the scenarios, which is nice. So I would only have to go back in and put in the emails that were left out. Yeah, it's for middle class. Okay. Ever heard of Nokia? Oh yeah, Nokia. Yeah, I forgot about Nokia. Those haven't really been... Do they still even make phones? I had a Nokia when I was a kid. That was my first phone, I think. I think there was another one I had called like a BlackBerry. I vaguely remember that. But I remember my Nokia. It was this block with like a tiny digital screen. And you would press the buttons. Like the keyboard was laid out with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you would press it multiple times to try and send a text. Good times, man. I do kind of, like, I say that as a joke, but I do kind of miss those times. I'm gonna say Nokia. I'm not gonna say Nokia. Same way I'm not gonna say Samsung or whatever, however you pronounce it. You also expect me to say croissant? No, I say croissant, like a normal person. So, are you gonna work or what? Did you work? Let me check this. So there's another 100 complete. Data was saved in a queue of incomplete executions. Resolve. Cancel. Okay. I'll probably have to add them manually. Okay, no, here they are. Your scenario is not active. Activate scenario. On. Okay, go on. Incomplete executions. Okay, it did save them. Maybe I should have turned it on. Skull emoji, yes. Nice. Okay, so 1-2. So it did save the info. But where? I would have rather it just tried it again. But I guess it couldn't. So can I just move you over to instantly? No. No. Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm just gonna add these leads manually. No, 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 no. God damn it. Oh, there's an email. Ah, well. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for opening them all here. Fantastic. Whatever. Sorry, people. Can't win them all. Anyway. Add leads. Enter manually. Emails. JD. Okay, there's number 1. Number 2 is could somebody do me a favor and go back in the stream and check the number that was above that the number that was here above this module and tell me, please. I'd really appreciate that. Import. Okay, now I need check you. Your website is not there. Last name is first name. Company name. Like, this doesn't seem relevant at all. That's why I don't want to use that kind of, like, why I didn't want to say landscapers in the thing. Your background combines public affairs and can't find it, bro. It's literally happened like 5 minutes ago. Break module basically saved the broken thing. Yeah, it saved it, but I would rather, I wanted it to go back and try and fix it at the end, but I think because I didn't have the scenario active, it didn't do that. Let me check this company real quick. I want to see if this is even a relevant email for us. Political engagement and community consultation company. Growing and improving partnerships between local communities. Work across UK. Yeah, this doesn't seem relevant. We're going to have a few of those probably. So I'm actually just going to delete this lead. Don't think we need it. It's probably going to be a few of those. Okay. Just adding some of these manually, the ones that failed. So just give me a second. Okay, that's fine. And one more. Name. Does that work? Is that a mistake I need to fix? Do all of them get NN? Yeah, that did. This one didn't. Fuck, they're not all getting NN. They need to all get NN. I need to go back in and fix some of the ChatGPT modules to make sure that happens. Yeah. I think that's, or am I, should I, maybe it should just be a /n. Maybe bam, you, space, you. Name, space. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, because the space is there. Okay, never mind. Forget what I just said. This works fine. I am making the mistake. The robot is correct. I forgot what I told it to do. Okay. Have we made progress? Yep. We have 50 emails in our campaign out of 200. That is kind of stinky. Little stinky. Is that all of them? Oh no, we have 71. Why does it say load more? Ah, okay. No, we have 71 out of 200. That's better. Good. So you're gone. I'll have to probably add those manually or put them into a list at the end and funnel them through like that. But finding them would still be such a pain in the ass. What do the other things do? Flow control, commit. What do you do? I just want to see what you do. Okay, never mind. Resume. ID status. Yeah, don't know how that works. Rollback. Nope, doesn't work. And then ignore. Okay, that doesn't work either. One sec. Okay, so what we're probably gonna have to do is open these separately. And then just try to save them. Yeah. Have the break module save it all. 71 emails. Okay. Exit back out of that. So we did all of these. That's all good. Page 3. So you are finished. Yes, keep hitting the reactions. I don't know what they do, but keep doing it. Thank you. Just do it forever. Spam it as much as you possibly can. What do they even do? P1 leads added instantly. P2 leads added to instantly. Let's see. What do reactions on YouTube stream do? Highlight key moments in the stream. Well, that's lame. It doesn't push you in the algorithm or anything. Does reacting to a YouTube stream boost the algorithm? If not, that's so useless. Reacting can possibly impact the algorithm, but it's not a guaranteed boost. However, the overall effect depends on various factors. All right. I'm just checking if those little spam reactions give any benefit or anything. All right, I don't know. Can I give myself a like? Ha! I can. Did you see that? Does that work? I don't know. Okay, so you're finished. Now let's try to do multiple at a time. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 1 to 10. Okay, so you are connected, you are correct. You need a break module. Bam. You on demand, save, activate. Yep, that's fine. Save, activate. Give me this. Allow storing information. Sequential. If you enable this option, incomplete execution folder contains incomplete scenario will be paused until all incomplete solution is resolved. Guarantees that all incomplete solutions will always be solved in the order in which they occurred. Sure. Auto commit, yes. Number of cycles. Yes. Okay. Do 1 minute. Save. Copy you into here. Connect. You change on demand. Okay. Activate. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now I just gotta do this 2 more times. Okay, that's good. Connect you. Well, we'll see if this is gonna be an absolutely unmitigated disaster. But I'm tired of waiting so long, so. Okay, now you. And save, activate, you, run. I hope this is gonna work. And you're already on demand? Okay. So now you're fine. You're fine. You run. Uh, you're fine. You're fine. You run. I'm gonna do just two, see what happens. Let me see if these are working. Yeah. You got put in. You broke. Okay. I think it is an API issue. Might be an API issue. It's getting overloaded. I think I might have to do this individually. God damn it. Unless I make multiple API keys, that'll be such a pain in the ass as well. Okay, stop. I'm gonna stop these guys. I think I'm just gonna have to do it individually, unfortunately. God damn it. Am I the only one watching right now? You might be. You might be. Not sure. I can check actually. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this individually. Unfortunately. Alright, well, not gonna bore you any longer. I'll just have to do this in my off time. 13 goddamn hours this is gonna take. Well, good thing I looked at this today, so I know that that's what happens. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. Happy to see you again, Balor. Thanks for sticking around. Nice conversation, everybody. That's gonna be the end for today. Yeah. See you.